scientists, welcome back to science. Today, we are going to do another experiment. We're going to try and find answers, some more questions, okay? Today, we will investigate whether items will sink or float, and we will record our findings. So when I talk about that, when I say whether or not things will sink or float, we're talking about water. So we're putting some things in water, okay? Now, I chose this experiment because I was thinking about the water from last week. You remember how we put the colors in the water? Those food coloring drops, remember? We had the red and the yellow, and we had the blue, and we mixed them together to make new colors. Well, today I thought, well, why don't we do a little bit more with water? Why not, right? It should be fun. So today we are going to put some items that you might find around your house. Really easy. We're going to put those items in water and see if they will sink or float. Now, let me explain sink and float a little bit for you, okay? So when you think about water, right, you have above the water and you have below the water or down in the water, right? Okay, so some items, they are going to sink. That means when you drop them in the water, boop, they fall down underneath the line at the top, right? So that is sink. So you're all going to do this with me. Take one arm out and pretend that's your line of the top of the water, okay? And we're going to say sink. So we're going to say sink. So sink, when things sink, they fall under the water, okay? Or you might have something that floats or stays on top of the water. So I'm going to show it like this. Float. So it's up on top of the water. Float, okay? So do it with me. Put your arm out to make the line for water. Float, okay? So items that sink go down underneath in the water. Items that float stay up on top of the water, okay? So I found a bunch of different things at my house that you might have at your house too, okay? But here is one thing that I need to make sure that I let you know and you pay attention, okay? Make sure when you do this, you ask a grown-up for help, okay? You ask them to help you find things that are safe to put in water because not everything is safe to put in water. Sometimes things can get messed up or broken completely if they get wet, and we do not want that to happen, okay? So if you're going to do this experiment, make sure your grown-up is there and tells you it is okay to put these things in water, all right? Promise? Deal. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First, do you remember what scientists do? Do you remember? Scientists will ask questions. There you go. Ask questions. What else will scientists do? Make observations. That means we're looking, we're listening, we're paying attention. What else will scientists do? Scientists will make predictions. And we said predictions are our guesses, what we think is going to happen. Okay? And the last thing that we talked about, scientists record the findings, okay? So that means whatever happens in our experiment, we're gonna find somewhere to write it down, okay? All right, so are you ready? Are you ready? I'm so excited for this one. This is one of my favorite experiments. Sink or float, I mean, what's not to love, right? So first thing I did is I got a clear bucket so I could put water in. And it's clear so that you guys can see it all with me, okay? Now, you might have a bowl at home, or maybe you have a bucket too, just like Miss Engleman, okay? But you can use those, fill it up maybe half of the way with water. Don't put the water all the way up to the top, okay? That's gonna make it kind of hard for you. And what I did is I used that food coloring from last week. I put 2 drops in this time, just so that you guys can see through the camera, that you can see the water, okay? Because, you know, water's clear, right? So if I put clear water in a clear bucket, it's not so easy to see, but if I put a little bit of blue, it's easier to see, yes? You see my blue water? Ooh, cool, huh? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'll pick it up and I'll show you every time what's happening to these items, okay? Let me come a little bit closer. That way you can see really well, all right? Now, I'm going to pick something out of my bucket. I have a bucket over here full of little things that we can try and drop in the water and decide will they sink or float. Remember? Sink, float. Do it with me again. Sink, float. Yes? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. The first thing that I want to try, I found this in my drawer in the kitchen. We use it all the time, right? What do I have? A fork. All right. I was eating spaghetti with a fork last night. So that's what made me think of this. A fork. So what we're going to do, we're going to carefully put the fork into the water. And we're going to see if it sinks down under or if it floats up on the top. Okay? So first I want you to think and make your prediction. Will it sink or will it float? Sink or will it float? Do you have your prediction? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, here we go. You ready? Let me pick this up so we can see. Ooh. All right, here comes the fork. Kind of wobbly. Here we go. Oh, look, what happened to the fork? Do you see it? Do you see it down there at the bottom? At the bottom? That means the fork sunk down. It didn't float, it sunk. Hey, that's pretty cool. Did you predict that? Ooh, if you did, awesome. If not, that's okay. That's what predictions are for. And then we experiment to find out were we right. So we need to record our finding, right? So I'm going to just draw a picture of my fork. Am I going to put it up above the water for float? Or am I going to put it down below the water for sink? Sink, very good, down below the water. Now, just so you know, Miss Engleman is not the best illustrator, okay? I am not a fantastic artist, but I try my best, okay? It might come out looking kind of silly, but it's there. You can understand what I'm doing. I try. It's okay if it's not perfect, all right? We're scientists today. We're not being artists. It's cool. It's cool. But if you can draw, awesome. All right. What am I drawing up here? All right, the fork. Okay, so we're going to put the fork under the water because it sunk. All right. So let's see. I'm just going to make like a stick fork, okay? So here we go. So here is my little tongs for the pieces that we eat with, and then the little handle that we hold. So there's my fork. See? The fork sunk down. And I'll write fork. Or fork. Okay? Perfect. All right, now let me see. Let me take my fork out. Ooh. Shake it off. All right, move that over here. So my fork sunk down in the water. I wonder if the water came through these little tines and that's why it sunk, because of the holes in the fork like that, right? What if I tried the spoon instead? Do you think the spoon will sink like the fork or will it float? Will it sink or will it float? Make your prediction. You ready? Give me a thumbs up when you are. Okay, let's find out. Pull up my sleeves. You ready? Okay, here we go. So I have my bucket of water. Hold it carefully. You do not have to pick this up. I'm just picking it up for you guys to see. So please do not pick up your bucket of water. All right, so here we go. Ready? Spoon. Oh boy, look what happened. Look at that. You see it down here? Right here at the bottom? It sunk. Wait, I thought it wasn't going to sink because it doesn't have the holes in it like that work. Man, my prediction was wrong. But I learned something new. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, let's record our finding. All right, so did the spoon float on top of the water? Or did it sink? Right, it sunk. So we're going to put it down here by the fork. All right, let me see. What is the best, easiest way to draw a spoon? Let me make like an oval at the top and then the stick down at the bottom. Okay, spoon-ish. We'll make it work. All right. Spoon. Spoon. Cool. All right. Spoon. Okay, let me see. Let me get my spoon out. This is fun. I like this. All right, what should we pick next? Ooh. So I found this at home. Okay. Now, it's a little coin. It's a nickel. I found a nickel. All right, we're going to see if a nickel will float on top of the water or sink down under the water. Okay? You're going to make a prediction. Do you think it will float or sink? Let's see. Will this nickel sink or float? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay. Let's try it out. You ready? Pick up that water carefully. Here we go. Watch. Come closer since it's teeny tiny. Let me come a little bit closer. And here we go. Ready? Oh, it splashed. Do you see it? Do you see down here at the bottom? Right here. Oh boy, it sunk too. Is everything gonna sink? What? Wow. So the nickel went under the water. So he said float or sink. Did it float or sink? Yes, it sunk. It sunk down. Good. So let's go ahead and draw the nickel. All right. Okay. How can I draw a nickel? Okay, I'll make the circle. And I'll just put a 5 there because a nickel is worth 5 cents. That's how I remember. All right, so nickel. Okay, here we go. Let's try another one. You ready? Nickel back out. Ooh. Now remember, don't go taking things that you didn't ask and make sure that it's safe to put in the water, right? Okay. Ooh, what else do we have? What else do we have? Ooh. So I have 2 dogs at my house, and I found a ball that they like to play with. It's a little ball. I wonder, would this ball sink to the bottom, or would it float on the top? I wonder, what do you think is going to happen? Make your prediction. Will the ball sink or float? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, good. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see what happens. You ready? Here we go. Ooh, the ball. Will it float or will it sink? Oh boy. Oh boy. Look, 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 look. Look, look, look. It's not touching the bottom. It's floating. It's staying up at the top. Hey! And I thought everything was going to wind up sinking down to the bottom. That's really cool. Okay, let's put that in our findings. Let's write it down, okay? So since my ball was orange, I got an orange marker. Let's do that. You ready? All right, so I'm gonna put up top. I'm gonna put up here the ball. Okay, it kind of has some white stripes on it, so I'll just make like this. Just so it looks like a ball, okay? I'm gonna write ball. Ball. There we go. The ball is floating up on top of the water. Neat. Huh? That was cool. Okay, let's get that ball out. Oh, now it's gonna be. It'll dry. That one I know is safe to put in the water. Okie doke. Ooh, what about this thing that I have for school? What is that? What? A pencil? You mean we're gonna put a pencil in the water? I'm ready. Okay, come on. All right, so you need to make your prediction. Is the pencil going to float on the top or sink to the bottom? Think about it. What is that pencil gonna do? Do you have your idea? Your prediction? Your guess? Yes? All right, so let's figure it out. Here we go. Water. You ready? Let's look close. Oh, ooh, do you see it? Do you see it there? Is it at the bottom? Or is it floating on the top? It's floating on the top. That's so cool. All right. So now we need to document our findings. Okay. I guess I can use the orange again. Yeah, I moved my black marker somewhere. There it is. I put it in the wrong spot. All right, so we can make like a little skinny rectangle, right? And then the point for the lead at the top. There we go. And now I have my pencil. Pencil. Okay. Engleman's not the best drawer, but I tried. Okay. Take that out. Alrighty. What else can we do? Ooh. I have a bag. Like I went to the grocery store and I have a little bag, okay? Let's see if this bag will sink or float. I'm pulling it tight and trying to keep it flat so it'll fit. It's a little bit bigger than the bucket, but that's okay. We're just gonna make it like skinny and flat. Yep. Okay. So you need to make your prediction. Is the bag going to sink to the bottom or float at the top? Make your prediction. When you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna put the bag in. Will it sink or will it float? Oh, wow, look at this. Do you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, the bag is floating on the top. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna sink down. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go record our findings, yes? Okay. Let's make our bag. Think about a bag. Like, let's see, maybe we can make it like a little, like a rectangle. And then we'll put like the oval where your hand fits through to hold it, right? Okay. And then we can put like a happy face on the bag. Because sometimes bags have decorations on them. And then we'll just write bag. Bag. Yes, because the bag was floating on top of the water. It did not sink down under. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, next item. Get this out. Like I said, this is where you want to make sure that you have items that are not going to get messy. I'm going to say it again and again, or that it can't be messed up. Because if you put stuff in the water and it breaks, you can't really get that back. You can't really fix that. So be careful, okay? All right, next thing, maybe somebody at your house likes to paint their nails, and they have nail polish. Ooh, I found a bottle of nail polish. What do you think is going to happen with this bottle of nail polish? Do you think it will sink down to the bottom? Or do you think it'll float on top? I wonder. So, I want you to make your prediction. Thumbs up when you have an idea, when you have a prediction. Yes? Good? Okay, so let's check and see if the nail polish will float at the top or sink to the bottom. Here we go. Ready? Ooh, that one's a little bit tricky. Look, like the bottom of it sinks, but the top of it wants to float. Look, even if I try and tip it over, it still won't sink all the way down. That's weird. Can you see it back here? It's all the way in the back. Move it up. Woo! See? That's silly. But since it did kind of sink down to the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and say that it sunk. Okay? Was your prediction right? Okay. Awesome. All right. So let me see. Ooh, I don't have a pink. Do I have? Oh, I do. I have a pink back here. I'm going to make my pink nail polish. Okay. How in the world am I going to draw pink nail polish? I don't know. Let's just try. Ready? All right. So here is my little bottle. Okay. And then this is the piece that you hold with the brush at the bottom. And we'll just put the little line at the top. There we go. Got my nail polish bottle. And let's write it. Nail polish. Perfect. Nail polish. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's take that out. Let's see. We got time for a few more. What about a straw? Oh, that's noisy. So I have one of these straws from when I went to a baseball game and it was in my cup. So this was neat. It's not a paper straw. It's not a straw you get from like a fast food restaurant. It's just a straw I had in my drawer. What do you think? Is this straw going to float at the top or sink to the bottom? Make your prediction. Thumbs up when you got an idea, when you have your prediction. Okay, let's go ahead. Alrighty. So let's find out, will a straw sink or float? Ready? Let me get it close so you can see this one. Oh boy, can you see it? Let me see. Tilt it a little bit. Ah, there it is. It's floating at the top. Wow. Did you predict right? Okay. Awesome. That's all right. Even if you didn't, we learned something new, right? Awesome. Okay, so let's draw. How am I gonna draw a straw? Let me see. So a straw, okay. Kind of looks like a really skinny rectangle. We'll do that. We'll make a really skinny rectangle. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and it has like a bunch of bumps in it, so I'm just gonna make like little curves. And then a little circle on the top, so I know it's a straw. It's straw-ish. Works. All right, let's write straw. Straw. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look at one more thing. Ooh. I had water stuck inside of it. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, so let's see. Another thing I found is a marker. You might have markers for school. You might have markers for home. Let's see what that does. You ready? So we're going to predict, will the marker sink to the bottom or float at the top? What do you think is going to happen with the marker? Make your prediction. Thumbs up when you're ready. All right, you ready to find out? Let's test that theory. Let's test that prediction. Okay, here we go. Will the marker sink or float? Oh boy. Miss Engleman's prediction was wrong. Can you see it? It's floating on the top. Yes, it is. It's floating on the top. Okay, so let's add that to our findings. Okay, so let's draw our marker. Let's see, like the part that you actually hold on to, and then the cap. We'll make the cap black because it was a black marker. All right, did it have a little? Yep, it sure does. It has the little clip part. So we'll just do like that. There we go. And we're going to write it. Marker. Perfect. Marker. All right, so the marker was floating at the top of the water. Okay, friends and scientists. So you did an awesome job with me today. Thank you so much for going along with me and doing this experiment. If you want to try this by yourself, make sure you have a grown-up help you find things that are safe to put in water. Okay? We do not want anything to get messed up. We do not want anything to get broken, and we do not want anybody to get in trouble either, okay? So be safe, ask your grown-up for help, okay? All right, scientists. I hope you had fun today. I sure did. All right, and I will see you back next time, okay? Bye!